Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charles, and this is episode 3 of the Memory, our Let's Play series. No, it's episode 4. Which I said episode 3. Wow, it's episode 4. Yeah, I've lost track already. So we're going to start out this morning by transporting a little bit more water to our gardens back here. We are still in September. I know most of you are probably thinking, as if, if I'm going to keep doing, repeating the same month from, I did the first 2 episodes in November, and now I'm doing episodes 3 and 4 here in September. Because I didn't pass very far into the month. Maybe I should just do 2-day months, and maybe one of these days I should. Oh wow, that was left with 1% in it. Maybe I should switch to that, because that's yet another thing that I have never. That's out of my norm. I never. Play with 2-day months. I do like for things to progress a little bit faster. It just seems like right now, I'm not making a whole lot of progress. And I was so anxious to get my my fields, get something planted in my fields and get it growing. That I neglected to do something. Oh. There we go. Okay, I guess that's all it wants. So. Anyway, I got into those fields and I neglected to put lime on them. So I'll go ahead and refill this for next time. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to start with now, wait, I could have sworn I had oh, okay. I was thinking about another thing. Not only did I forget about the lime to put on those fields, I forgot about the weeds. Forgot about the weeds in the soybean field. Whoa, this tractor might be a little bit underpowered for doing this. Oh, as I'm going by, just to satisfy my curiosity, see, we've produced a little bit of egg over there. So they hold 10,000 liters for food, and they've currently got 6,383 liters. So, okay, chickens are still doing good. Still 29 animals, so nothing astronomical that we'll need huge amounts of food for yet. Oh, I'm gonna have to upgrade this thing to make the spread on it wider. That will come in time. But yeah, I neglected the weeds in the soybean field, and it looks like I probably couldn't have done much about them to begin with. Now, does this field need... Yes, this field needs lime. probably everything that I did, all the fields that I did need lime, so I'm gonna set a worker going on that, get out of the way. See, I left my other tractor down here, and you will see something else that I forgot. Yeah, I have not planted anything in this field or this one next to it. I hesitated on doing that at the end, you know, off camera and everything. I hesitated to do that because it's when I looked at those fields that I realized that I had not put the lime on them. So I moved this seeder down here. I was gonna seed field 25. And I got down here, and poor field 25, out of sight, out of mind. I forgot that I had straw on this field as well. Oh, and this is a real shame. You know, our neighbor, I don't think he'll mind us driving through that, since he let his crop wither. Oop, driving in my other neighbor's crop. Need to get a little more in line with my tractor so I can see where I'm driving a little better. I do need to sell that mower, and we need to pick up our other mower from the store. Yeah, I think basically what I need to do is I need to start making out a list before I start episodes, and you know, make a list before I start recording and say, okay, these are all the things I need to get done. Right now I'm just depending on what I'm remembering in my head. But we do have a lot to get done, and I want to go ahead and get a lot of it done. I mean, you know, because it's part of what we're going to do is we're going to be planting the wheat. Okay, get around our seeder here. I'm going to be planting the wheat, and I don't want to go into the next month yet, because let's see. Here again, trees are going to be the bane of my existence as far as probably seeing this on the edges. Oh gosh, what was I saying? See, the trees have distracted me now, and I completely forgot what I was saying. I won't know it until I go back and look at the recording during editing, and I'll feel like an idiot again, not remembering what I was talking about. But here we go. So anyway, we are picking this up. I was talking about the wheat. That was it. I want to get the wheat planted in September because it's such a long-growing crop. I am trying to get more wheat harvested by the time my chickens need it, and I just don't know how fast they're going to, over the months, how fast the number of chickens is going to increase, and therefore how, you know, it's hard to predict the rate of, like, how much I'm gonna get that little bit right there, maybe. You know, it's hard to predict how much food they're going to be going through, and I'm trying to get more wheat harvested before they run out. So That's one of the reasons I stopped to check. I'm not sure exactly how much it was that I put in there, so I can't really gauge, how fast they've already gone through it. But like I say, there are only 29 chickens in there right now. When it gets up to a more substantial number, they'll start going through it quite a bit faster. Man, this loading wagon, when I go around corners and stuff, it really does not have a very wide pickup. You really have to be right on top of the straw. Okay, go across this top here. And here's this mess at the top of this. I'd be interested to know from the map creator, why all these, in between these fields, why these big humps. I've encountered fields where, there are ditches and things like that for either water runoff or irrigation or something like that. Okay, I see our worker has completed their task. We'll get down here and get turned around. Okay, I won't make you watch it. I'm gonna run over and get them started on another field, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and let's see, the pickup is still down. I just need to turn that on. Oh, we are full. I didn't even notice that. No, we are full of silage additive. That's the scale I was looking at. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was like, wait, visually it does not look like we are full, and we certainly are not. But anyway, I got the worker started on that field where I joined the two together. Another thing, I was talking about the soybeans and the weeds in that, and I could have sworn that I had a sprayer for those weeds, and when I went to get the the lime spreader, I didn't see one. So who knows what map that is that I'm remembering having a sprayer on. So it looks like I'm going to have to start pricing those, and we may have to make a run to the store to get that. I do want to get those weeds sprayed off before harvest, so it doesn't decrease my yield on those. Lord knows, I don't even know if that field had, any kind of fertilization, or if it had lime or anything like that. Of course, I don't have a roller, so I'm not doing any rolling on any of these fields yet. That's something that may come in the future. Now that's kind of another thing that I don't know, I guess we ought to establish, as far as we've talked about, some of the things that I'm doing, some of the, the getting out of my comfort zone kind of things, and stuff like that. Rules, and maybe the point of this game and everything, or in this series. I am not. I don't know what am I trying to say. I don't really have a goal per se. I'm not you know, I don't have a certain, like, oh, I know I'll be done when. So we'll be here until till I feel like I've done everything that I want to do on this map, and even when I end it. Okay, I think that's all there. Even when I end things on this map, and maybe move on to a different map to record on. You know, I might not quit on this one completely. You know, it may be one of those things that I come back to, or I may continue this series and I may continue this series and just start, you know, another one on a different map, and it may just be that you know, I post a little less frequently. And I know right now, you know, I'm only getting you about one video per week. So, you know, I know you're thinking, how can you post any less frequently? Okay, if I just go here, yep, I can. And this now should be the last of our straw. We should have plenty of straw in this mixer now. Don't know how much it'll actually hold. I don't think we've gotten anywhere near the threshold on that. Oh, you can actually see some straw sitting in there. So I wonder if that will change when we get some silage and some hay in there. Okay, so I can put this over here in our open area where eventually I need to build a shed. And I think, since I don't have a sprayer, I'm not going to be going and doing that right away. I do want to get some wheat growing. I need at least, you know, I want to get at least one field. At least want to get one field of wheat. Growing, and then I can still... visually, I didn't expect it to come up quite that soon around that corner. I can still plant wheat in... let's see... I had to look for a second, this thing, to see if it was unfolded. And you can see, you know, there's not a whole lot of difference in when it is and isn't. You know, kind of cute in a way that they thought they had to put a folding feature on this. Let's see, and wheat in this field. I mean, we took wheat out of it. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay, and seeding this is going to take a little while, and I see that my lime spreader has finished work again, so I am going to line this up here so I can come back to it, and then I'm probably gonna skip through some of this because we have a lot to get done today, and I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna skip through again. I'm gonna go get that guy reset. I'll show you, maybe I'll come back toward the end of when I'm seeding this field and getting that in wheat, and then I think by then, maybe we should be done with the lime. Or, we are almost out of lime. So, oh, and here I go. You know, leaving these ruts in the field and everything that you know from the first episode, if you've seen that how much I hate that. Okay, let's move this guy. I'll let them go with however much lime they have left. Okay, I'll see you back here in just a little while. Okay, everybody, I have brought you back here because I have left a worker going on trying to finish that wheat over there. I just had a little bit of lime left when I started that last field that we were just next to there, the one with the fence around it. So I am going to go up and try and buy some lime to replace this, and I thought I'd take you with me because I'm not exactly sure where is the best place to buy lime, and I'm doing this without consulting the map, but it's going to let me explore a little bit because there's this place up here next to the shop with all those bins, and I think they are refill points, and I don't know if one of them is for lime, and I don't know what all of them might be for. So I thought, hey, this will be a good chance to go up and get a look at that, and I'll let you see it too. So we just have to make our way through the trees here and up this big hill that's coming up. And then that oh so lovely roundabout. Okay, so yeah, this way. Something over there too with those containers. Okay, so ooh, I don't know about the placement of this, of getting in there. Lime, yes. Okay, well this is apparently where we refill our lime. And you can see, you know, got seed, that's probably fertilizer. What's on this other side, I have no idea. Oh, those are our liquids there. And I can't tell what that is in the corner. Anyway, we'll go by that and we'll see if we can tell what that is. Yeah, this has to be lime seed. And I'm turning around that corner, so let me turn around. Yep, fertilizer. Huh. Was that like rock salt or something like that for winter, maybe? I usually don't play with snow on and stuff like that, so I usually don't need any. Okay, so this is herbicide and liquid fertilizer. Okay. Well, we're going to be getting a sprayer pretty soon, so... or we're going to have to. So, what is this down here? Oh, it's just a random basketball hoop out here among some... a little playground if you're shopping here at the shop and you have your kids with you. Okay, enough wasting time. We'll get back to the... I'm going to get back over and get this guy going on that field that he was working on, check on the progress of my my worker in the wheat field that we were doing. And if he's done with that, then great. If he's not, then I'll finish that off. Yeah, as I was seeding that field, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, you know, I hope somebody heeds my call for the... Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it, and I know it's heavy. There we go. Crest the top of the hill. I hope somebody has heeded my call for a mod to turn off the ground deformation. That would be much appreciated and would greatly improve my gaming experience. So anyway, I will see you back over there. Okay, everyone, we are back. I jumped quite a bit of time. All the fields are now limed and seeded. I have wheat in those last two small fields and in the one that you saw me planting the wheat in before. And as you can see, I have gone over to the store and retrieved our mower, because at long last we are going to mow. And I figured you would want to be here for this. Like I said, this mower has lots of different configurations. So I just have to figure out. Let's see if I unfold it. I do want real mower turned on. Toggle work mode. It's on a mower, so to toggle the work mode you use Control and Y. Control Y. So brush hog, swathing mower, mulcher, stump grinder. Wow, okay, I didn't know it would do that. A destroyer. That sounds ominous. And back to a mower. Wow, okay, but swathing mower is what we wanna hit here. So let's give this thing a try. We'll go ahead and turn it on, lower it down. Oh, look at that. That is wonderful. I know I'm kind of mowing on the periphery of my field there a little bit, but I figure in this first mow, let's go ahead and get all we can, because I do want to get up all the way up on this edge up here and take out some of these bushes. I hate bushes that are not in strategic places, I guess. Bushes belong around houses and in garden beds, landscaping kind of things. Just random bushes dotted around the landscape do nothing but obscure things for me, so I do like to get rid of them. I'm sure some of you probably share that sentiment with me. Let's go ahead and do another. We'll do another headland around, and then we'll start kind of figuring out what pattern we want to do here. Yeah, really nice getting a swath and save us time. not getting full width out of some of these passes. I need to pay more attention to that. Okay, and up through here. Yeah, and I have to say, one of the great things about this too is it, you know, it mows it, it puts it in the swath, and you know, when I get to the end, I don't even really have to turn it off when or lift it or anything like that when I'm going over the end there. Oh, I could do a better job of turning around and lining it up though. Even though it's putting those swaths out there, no use having them too close together, or closer together than they need to be anyway. Oh yeah, but this mower makes really short work of all of this. So let's see if I can turn around and get a little bit better line up on this. There we go. Well, somewhat anyway. Can mow fast with this too. Okay, and then back across this little section here, where I think there are little bits of grass that I have missed. Okay. Thank you, mower. That was our inaugural run with our mower there. A little bit of a sharp turn made it look like it was going to turn over there. Okay. And now for another first. Well, not first, really. We have used our loading wagon before. But this should make use of that silage additive that was already loaded in our loading wagon. So we'll turn it on and lower the pickup, and those are done. So let's go ahead and start loading here. I'll come up and get that part at the top in a bit. Now the silage additive, I don't use that much and everything, but if memory serves me correctly, the silage additive should basically make the grass that we're picking up a little bit bulkier, so that we'll get a little bit bigger yield, or I mean, I guess you know, it'll fill the trailer up a little bit faster, I guess. Essentially the same thing, anyway. Oh, come on. Just a little hill there. And we'll go around. What did I do? Did I do 3? I did 3 headlands, I guess, before I started on the straight up and down. I don't think we'll get all of that into one load, obviously, so we'll do our first load and then we'll get that emptied into our fermenting silo. I have no idea how long it'll take that fermenting silo. I am looking forward to the day when I can put something other than straw into our feed production. But it's going to be a while. I have to wait for grass to grow again so I can make some hay before we can actually make any feed. And even then, you know, with what we've got, I have no idea how much that will make, or what the formula for it is exactly, what the ratio is, and you know, maybe there'll be something I need, you know, have to have more of this than that, and that's all things that I'll have to figure out as I go. Like I say, you know, I don't know how long I don't have a predetermined length of time that I'm gonna run this series. I don't have an end goal, like, you know, owning so much property or getting up to a certain amount of money or anything like that. You know, just having fun. So, okay, let's. But one of the things that I wanted to try and do on here too is keep everything strictly to farming. I don't want to have. I don't want to go around the map and start buying productions. You know, yes, I have the fermenting silo. Speaking of, let's go in and find that. Fermenting silo, grass, and we want to activate, and it says change output mode. Where is the output mode on this? It's running 192 cycles per month. Oh, well, 1,000 grass, 1,000 silage. That's good anyway. Wow, this thing will hold 500,000 liters. We didn't put anywhere near that much in it. Okay. But yeah, like I'm saying, you know, I have these. I have the garden beds. I have the feed production. I have the you know, obviously have the fermenting silo here. I don't want to, like, you know, like if I had sheep or something like that, and I was getting wool from those, I am not going to go and buy the spinnery to do any of that. It's purely going to be farming. You know, I had a lot of on my last series and everything. I had a lot of productions. A lot of them were built into the map, and so you know, it was part of it, and so I kind of had them naturally. But you know, it was a lot of work to keep those going, and I got a lot more as I went along, and you know, because I was trying some things out on there too and stuff. So, but this one I thought I want to, you know, I don't want to go the route that a lot of people do, and you know, you get the. I mean, I noticed that even on the people who are doing like survival series and stuff like that, they eventually get to the point where they get productions, and pretty much once you get those productions and you get them up and running, you know, if they're good ones, then you know, you've succeeded. Yeah, you're not surviving anymore. You're succeeding. You know, you're becoming you know, you're on your way to becoming a millionaire. So I wanted to kind of stay away from that. We've got some missed up here. And then we'll head back down this way and grab, I don't know. Ooh, boy, we're already at 31%. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get. I don't know if we'll get another full load out of this or not. And that's okay. You know, we'll get what we get. What was that, like a little over 25,000 liters that we have put in there already. So that ought to go a little ways toward some feed for some cows. Don't worry, cows, we're coming eventually. We will. Our early part of this is going to be just making the food for them, and you know, I realize that right now I have those cornfields that I bought with corn already in them, and that and what I have in my silo from whatever it is, the oats and did I have some canola in there too? I think I did. You know, so I've got those in the, let's see, and these are unmowed places. Yeah, there are some little, I think there are some little pieces around and stuff. I don't know that I need to go and get all of them. Let's see, is this a big chunk here maybe? A little bit there. And that should do it. Okay, didn't quite get full, but another 16,000. Okay. Okay, I had to mute my mic there for just a moment. I had a little bit of a cough. I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold. Now, the mystery that I had from my last, if you remember in the last episode, I had a harvester sitting back over on the field over there, and before, okay, I'll admit something to you. Before the last episode, I was the early part that you didn't see in that episode. I thought I was recording, so I had done some. I had done some more tree work and chipped those up and put that in the trailer and all that kind of stuff. And I went over and I sold that. And it was after I sold that and I came back that I realized, oh, I'm not recording. And I said I just totally missed recording all of that stuff that I had done before and everything I had talked about and all that kind of stuff. So I'm coming back, I still have the trailer and everything from selling the wood chips, and I'm coming by that harvester, and you know I'm in third person like this, so I'm in third person like this, and so I pull up next to the and I can see in the harvester that there's crop left in it. Now, I didn't remember leaving crop in there, but I said, oh, I must have. Well, I pulled up with the trailer, it put the crop that was in there in the trailer, and I was going to come and dump it back in the silo here, because I thought it was oats. And I got back up to almost ready to turn into the farm, and I said, wait a minute, why do I have wood chips in here? I just got this out of the harvester. And you know, it was a mystery. I thought maybe there was a glitch or something like that, but I think maybe even though it doesn't quite make sense to me. I have wood chips in here right now, and even though it doesn't make sense to me, I think I have figured out a possible reason. Because in going back and looking at episode 2, going back and looking at episode 2, I did empty all of the oat out of that harvester, and I emptied all the oat out of that harvester and took it and put it in the silo. So, if there was something in that harvester left, which there was, because that's where this came from, I think, you know how that chipper, when I get it near the trailer, I don't even have to be hooked to it, but just near it, it will offload the wood chips out of it. And I wonder if I had that chipper next to the harvester, and it transferred some to the harvester. Now, that's the best explanation I can come up with. Now, I had zero idea that harvester would even hold wood chips, because obviously that harvester does not harvest wood chips. So anyway, you know, I was a little bit of a quandary as to what to do with these wood chips that we have in the back here. You know, back when I thought somehow it had magically been converted from oat to wood chip. But now that I think I have, you know, come up with the most plausible solution or reason for it, then these were actually wood chip. They did not magically convert, and so they were wood chip that got somehow accidentally transferred to the harvester and didn't get sold when the rest of them were. So that is what I am going to do now. I'm headed over to the... Oh. I just saw... Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some kind of a little lake or something over there. Okay. Looks like it's surrounded by a fence, so... Must be a dangerous spot they don't want anyone to fall into. Or maybe it's just another thing, although I don't notice it so much on this map. I have been on a lot of maps where I see there are a lot of modders who create maps who really love their fences. And quite truthfully, a lot of times I go in when I find an overabundance of fences. I do like to get rid of those. I am never going to successfully make this corner. While I'm pulling a trailer anyway. Yeah, you know, and a lot of times those fences are in my way, especially when they're around my farm, around my fields, things like that, and so I really, you know, it's great if you wanna put those on your maps. I even though, you know, and this is nothing against the creator of this map and not being able to get rid of those fences and stuff, but you know, I do like to be able to get rid of them. And I appreciate it when people, when the modders, you know, make it so that you can get rid of things on the map and customize it I know they spend a lot of time putting these things together, and I truly do appreciate that. But and oh gosh, saw a pedestrian there and it threw me off, made me jump out of my tractor. So anyway, I think that's basically all the work done as far as getting rid of this. We've done the mowing. We've got that processing now into silage. We have our fields planted, and everything that can be has been limed. Now I'm going to cut out a little bit of this drive, and then I will meet you back over at the store. Okay, we are at the store, and let's see, and we are going to go in here. We're going to look at what's in the used sale. As usual, nothing that I absolutely need, and so I'm going to go in here. Yield improvement sprayers. Okay, our standard one here that pretty much I get at least initially in almost everything that I do. Now this will only hold 1,200 liters. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste money getting the extra tank for it. This one here, because let's see, that tank. Yeah, I mean that tank is only going to add 1,500 liters, and yes, it's more than what this thing is now. It'll more than double it, but I don't know. I'll save $5,000 for right now, because okay, now I need to. I'm going to be leaving my trailer here for a while, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any trailer work, although I say that, but it's very likely that in the next episode I'm going to continue removing some of the trees in between the fields. Okay, we have our sprayer now. Let's see, is there any... I always forget with this if I have to open it or anything like that before. I don't think I do. I think I just need to go up here. And herbicide. Okay. Luckily this tractor is heavy enough that I don't have to put a weight on the front of it because it's on the other tractor. Okay, well I will see you back over at the soybean field. Okay, we are back. We are at our soybean field that obviously has weeds in it. We're unfolding now. I think I can get rid of that little mat down in the corner. Make all this a little bit less cluttered. See, but this is one of the things that, about one of the reasons why I'm glad I have that chipper, because I am going to be coming back and getting rid of all these trees. I am not anti-tree or anything like that. I want to dispel that right away. It's just that these fields are so close up against these things. And the fact that I'm, joining some of these together. But when I go along with a long boom like this, well, this one isn't as close to that as I thought it was. Okay, now don't run into the, and don't put too much into the river there, Charles. Okay. Yeah, and just so you know, this is my preferred, whenever I'm weeding, this is my preferred method, is the spraying. I'm not so big on weeders and stuff like that. It's, sometimes sometimes you can't even really see the weeds all that well, and it's kind of hard to tell where they are and where you've been and all that kind of stuff. Okay, now this is where we will eventually, after we harvest the... Ooh, don't go off. After we harvest the soybeans here, we will eventually join this field to this one to our left and make one really nice size field out of it. Yeah, and as our fields start getting bigger, you know, in doing that seeding with the seeder that we have right now, you know, I mean, that's, some of that was a little bit painful because it is narrow and it is not that fast. But yeah, you will see me probably a lot just kind of ignore weeds when they're small and wait until they get like this. I mean, I'm not so crazy about the you know, the brown patchiness after we spray, you know, in the crop and everything, but it is so much easier for me to just to see where I've been and stuff like that, that, you know, it's and I know it's, you know, it's a question of money. But I mean, you can see there, I didn't even see how much it cost us to put the herbicide in here, and you know, you can see of course we filled it to full, and we used a little over yeah, what was that, 29%, something like that. So anyway, we'll find a place in here for this to go. Let's see, have I gotten all of my... Yeah, I may just have to leave it on the tractor for now. So yeah, in the next episode, I may leave it on the tractor anyway, because in the next episode maybe we'll do some contracts or something like that. We're definitely probably going to take down more of those trees. That'll get a little bit more money in our account. But that's what we need to start thinking about now, is you know, supplementing our money. Because we do have those crops to sell. We've got the corn that's eventually going to be harvested, the soybeans that are going to be harvested, so we'll get some money from that. But as far as upgrading machinery and sheds and maybe some more fields and stuff like that, we're going to need money either way we go. And so during the, you know, and just about everything that I have planted right now, which is, you know, that I have just planted, we have a grass field, we have wheat, and we have you know, and all those grass fields that I've planted. Now all of that is for animal feed, every single bit of that. So wow, okay, yeah. So and so then, yeah, and when I like I say, when I harvest the soybeans, I'll be joining that field to the field next to it, and the field next to it has grass in it, so I may be doing that in grass. Now the cornfield, the big cornfield across the street, you know, it has, it's next to a field that I put grass in, but, you know, I'm going to join those fields together once I harvest this, and, you know, it'll be a good sized field. So I don't know. I'm torn between putting in, just putting in grass there again, and joining it to this field, and getting us good and truly stocked up on um, silage and hay. Um, Although, and I'll get more straw whenever I harvest the wheat. It's going to be a lot to keep up with. We're going to have to keep feeding that feed mixer, and so I am going to have to keep some grass fields and stuff. And but if I do this in this big field in grass, that only gives me that other smaller cornfield over there, and to plant something other than feed in. And so I think we can see that if we're going down this route, and we see how much, and probably I'm going to have to do a cash crop in that other one, and I'm going to have to make sure that it produces straw, because I'm going to need it for the production. So I think we can see that, if we have to have all of these fields for food production for animals, especially since I would like to expand the animals at some point, we're going to have to buy some other fields to be actual cash crop fields, and we'll see what we end up doing with that. I do have some other equipment that I want to buy, some crops that I want to experiment with, things like that. Some things that I don't see people do a whole lot, or at least ones that I don't do a whole lot of anyway. And so I want to get to that, and we'll figure all that out in the episodes to come. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining me for this one. If you can help me out by going down below and liking the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. At this point, I don't know at which point you'll be watching this, but at the point when I'm recording this, I have all of 9 subscribers. So if I can just get one more to get me over that hump of getting into double digits, it would be much appreciated. So thank you if you choose to subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified for when I post new videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.